Good evening, friends. We are on the second review of the 2026 IPL. Today we will review SRH, KKR, and we'll review LSG DC first. Good to have Kunal after a long time. We will start reviewing the match on the 30th, on the first, basically, LSG and the DC. Two teams both trying to win this year's IPL. And Sudip, we start off with you. We watched this match, both of us. Your take on the LSG batting?
I think the LSG batting for the last couple of years, the biggest problem has been, the lack of form by Rishabh Pant. That has, the batting depends a lot on Rishabh Pant. Whether if he succeeds, then they'll put up a big total. If he fails, and that has been a problem.
I
Because
think last year I think he was 25 crores or something, and he got 100 only in the last match.
Yeah, actually, and so it was totally, he failed in the entire tournament, and this year tournament also he hasn't started off on a very bright note. So unless and until he clicks, the LSG batting order is going to suffer. It's going to struggle, because they don't have any. And Nicholas Puran, batting him at number 5 or number 6, that's not a wise decision. That
This
was
is
a
the
very
same
wrong
problem
decision.
we discussed along with Shivam Dubey in CSK last review, because Shivam is also batting a little order.
So I think
take on
Mitchell Marsh and Markaram should open the batting. With Rishabh Pant should bat, number 4 or number 3, whatever.
I don't think Mitchell Pant didn't play the last match, right?
Mitchell Marsh played. He played.
He played
in the last match.
He was impact player. He was impact. Okay.
Yeah. So this is the. So otherwise,
Yeah, please go ahead. I'm trying to see which match. It was at Lucknow. That's not a very big ground.
Yeah.
So your take on the ground, do you think the ground has anything to affect, because that's the home ground?
No, grounds are more or less, most of the IPL matches, wherever it is played, more or less are similar, most of the grounds. So ground is not a factor, but this Rishabh Pant's form is a big concern for the LSG match. LSG.
I think one thing which we are seeing, Sudip, all matches mostly tend to go 220 plus, which we discussed. So 140 probably is anyways not a winning score, unless you have some very good bowlers.
I think the paradigm has shifted, from the way when IPL was started, that time, 200 was a big score. But now even 220 is not defendable, So unless and until you have a very so 220, unless and until you have a very good bowling lineup, 220 is also difficult to defend, nowadays. This paradigm has
My question to Kunal, Okay. My question to Kunal is a little related. Do you think, Kunal, that Rishabh Pant, now that he's trying desperately to come back to T20 and the ODI side, with KL Rahul, Ishan Kishan, Jitesh Sharma, so many keepers lined up, do you think this T20, this IPL will probably decide whether he will be able to be back in the Indian side?
I do not feel in next, at least in next 12 months' time, how Ishan Kishan and Sanju Samson has played the T20 International, the World Cup. Both are wicket keepers, right? And both are batting superbly and batting maturely than Rishabh Pant at any point of time. Rishabh Pant, in a opportunity he had got for India before this too, could not deliver the medal when the things should have been mattered. He threw the wicket at crucial times. Hence, Gautam Gambhir has dropped him from the team and brought someone who can bring solidarity at the top, because he has got a very strong middle order. So I could not see any opportunity for Rishabh Pant, even if he plays an outstanding IPL. He may be considered for ODIs, but Sanju Samson and Ishan Kishan presently not giving any doors to KL Rahul, Rishabh Pant, none of them. In that, maybe not in white ball cricket.
Do you think if he has a good IPL, he might be the second keeper with Rahul in, so Ishan Kishan is also being considered. Do you think he will be the second keeper to get a nod along with, a fight with Kishan to be the second keeper with Rahul in 27 at Johannesburg?
27?
And that
Rahul,
will be 50-year World Cup.
my personal view, in 2027 50-over World Cup, you need KL Rahul at number 5. His batting skills
I
will be
also,
definitely you need. Because, and being
no,
a keeper, I
I'm
feel,
saying, do India go with 2 keepers, or do you think KL Rahul should be the same? Because Rahul Dravid was the lone keeper in the 2023 World Cup, you remember. So do you
yes,
think
lone
KL will
keeper,
be the single keeper, or will Gambhir take 2 keepers?
Gambhir would not take 2 keepers in per se. My take. Now, if Pant playing outstanding cricket in next 5-6 months, maybe he may have considered Rahul as a batsman and Rishabh Pant as a keeper, but that will keep actually that will disturb the balance of the team, because KL Rahul today plays as a keeper batsman or batsman keeper, whatever format you say. He's an all rounder. He, Hardik, Akshar Patel, these are three.
Shivam.
Shivam Dube. I won't surprise you take Ritesh Reddy in the 2027 World Cup.
Hmm.
Could
Could
be a
be.
possibility.
Could
Could
be,
be a
yes.
possibility. Shivam
Hmm.
Dube in ODI cricket, I don't feel India would take him
Okay.
to 50-over format.
So then there is a risk Rishabh Pant remains only a red ball player. And test matches not many this year and next year.
Yes, Rishabh Pant have not played of late, as Sudip was saying correctly. Though Yuvraj Singh has given a statement very recently that you will see a different Rishabh Pant in IPL. He trained under Yuvraj for quite a long
Yuvraj.
time. Yeah. So if he does well, definitely is good for Indian cricket. He's a phenomenal player. He has won test matches for us in a crucial situation. I hope he come back strongly.
Age is on his side, 27. But
Yeah.
lot of
He's a match
he,
winner, no doubt about that. He's a match winner. He's an
yeah,
impact player. He's an impact player. He played in BCG. We know how he played. When no one is there, he
hmm,
stood tall and take the team home. So he has a
right.
character. He's a character, and everybody likes the character. If you remember 2024 World Cup final, he
Hmm,
actually forced a break when Klaasen and other guy was playing. They are murdering Indian bowling. He purposefully took a break of a knee niggle, and
hmm.
that actually broke the momentum, and India got the wicket in the very next over. So that was a very tactical move, which nobody could put an eye, but definitely who understood that was a big change. He broke the rhythm of Klaasen at that point of time. So Rishabh Pant, I feel, is a good addition if he plays well. If he doesn't, India doesn't lose on wicketkeeper, because KL Rahul you need KL Rahul in South African wickets. Often it will be 10 for 3, 30 for 3. This may happen.
They
So
can, yes, South African
so,
pitches,
so,
it might
so
happen.
Rahul, you tell me, for you, who will be the opener then in 2027 World Cup? If you
For
play, think
me, if
about it.
Rohit is in form, Rohit, else Yashasvi Jaiswal and probably the second opener could be Shubman Gill.
Shubman Gill is the captain, so definitely he'll be there.
Yeah. Yeah, Shubman Gill and Jaiswal, if Rohit is not in the side. Otherwise, I think Rohit.
Rohit will play the 27 World Cup.
I have doubts with his fitness. With his fitness, I have doubts.
He has gone back to his old fitness. He's very lean now. Very lean. Yeah. Come back to the IPL. Yes. We are
Yes,
just
thanks,
going to
Kunal. We got your point. So, basically, my point, Sudip, is Abdul Samad. Do you think he is a good player because he scored 36? Do you think he's a good player who will carry the LSG fortunes if LSG has to do well?
Yeah, I
There's
think
some discussions on Abdul Samad this year.
Abdul Samad, if you remember, he was in the Hyderabad, team, previously, in previous
Correct,
editions,
correct.
he was in the Hyderabad team. So he's a very good hitter of the ball, and he used to come out, he's being included as a, both as is an all-rounder, basically, because he can bowl also. He can bowl also a bit. So I think he's a very good asset for the Lucknow side.
I think Kunal was not there. The first review we did, we discussed the batting lineup of KKR was wrong, which we are going to come in the second review. Do you think the LSG again having a problem with the batting lineup? You were hinting that batting lineup issue.
Batting lineup, I think they should go for some, some tweak, slight tweak, with, I think Rishabh Pant should not open the batting lineup. I think he should drop down the order, and Adrian Markram, I think he's a very good opener.
Markram should open, yeah.
Markram should, and Mitchell Marsh should open. And I think they should keep Nicholas Puran, they push up the order, because he's one down batsman. As a one down batsman, he will be very effective. So these are the changes, I think the team itself looks good enough. I think maybe because it was the first match, they looked a bit rusty.
One thing, Sudip, last year we saw Rishabh Pant 27 crores, I think. He was the highest paid or the second highest ever.
27 crores.
With 27 that, crores. 27. With that, he failed all matches. And there was a heated discussion between the franchisee owner Sanjeev Goenka and Pant, which led to the previous year, which KL Rahul. So we thought that he might also leave. He did not. Do you think that LSG is over-dependent on Pant? I'll bring Kunal into it a little later.
Of course.
Do you think it is over-dependent on Pant?
Pant is a kind of a player, he has this X factor, and any team which takes Pant, of course, a lot of depends on, the team's success, in the batting depends on how Rishabh Pant performs, whichever team he is playing with. So definitely, in this 20-over format, we expect him to, to perform well. But unfortunately, he has not been doing so, in the last couple of years. So this is putting pressure on the LSG batting lineup, and their performance is, below par. So this is something, they will have to.
I am looking at the batting lineup. Rishabh Pant, Nicholas Puran, Josh Inglis, Mukul Chaudhary, Abdul Samad, Aiden Makram, Rakhat Raghuvanshi, Himmat Singh, Matthew Bridge, Mitchell Marsh. I think the batting is also short.
No, batting is good, because five good
if you take out Makram and Pant, I think there is only Nicholas Puran. Other players, Indian players, I don't know any of them.
Mitchell Marsh is also good. Mitchell Marsh is a good player.
Yes, Mitchell Marsh is good.
He plays for Australia also in the T20 matches. So this is an Abdul Samad. So Ayush Badoni is not a T20 player. I don't consider him to be a, basically T20, although he has been playing for a long time, for LSG.
Correct.
But he is not that, that who is going to go bang from the ball one. I don't think he's that type of player.
And looking at the bowling, we have Arjun Tendulkar, Manrit Nokia, we have got Nordze, we have Avesh Khan, M. Siddharth, Mayank Yadav, Mohammad Sami, Mohsin Khan, Naman Tiwari. A lot of Indians.
Not much foreigners, in the bowling line.
I see the team, failing in everything. Batting, Pant, Nicholas Puran and Mitchell Marsh, only 3. I think with 3 you can't win. Bowling, you don't have anything except Sami and Mohsin Nokia. And in all-rounder, you don't have anyone. Shahbaz Ahmed, very short on all-rounders. And one Indu Hasaranga.
So, the looks are, does not look a very balanced side.
The same thing I said for KKR. I think if they do not have a reshuffle or someone stands up and puts his hand and says, boss, I am going to overperform, like Shubman Gill did in the 22 GT as a captain, I don't see. LSG definitely not going to
LSG
fire.
is not champion material at the moment. It doesn't
seem
to be the champion
like
material. Yeah.
Yes. And there, I can see the team. I think that no one impresses me except the coach Tom Moody. He's a World Cup winning coach. Apart from that, and Justin Langer, both.
And with the kind of bowling they have, unless they put on 200 plus score, I think they are going to struggle.
Exactly the same thing we said for KKR. Kunal, my question to you before we wrap up the show, before we wrap up the first part, as a HR head, if you are a strategic director of a team, do you pick up a 27 crore Rishabh Pant, or do you break that money? Because we are talking of auctions big time. Last time Sanjan said KKR is a faulty team, picks up big players and wastes the money. It's a very good point he made. Do you pick up a player like Rishabh Pant for 27 crores every year, or you break that 27 into 7-8 crores and pick up 4 players? As a HR head, what do you take? You take a 2 CR CTC guy, or you take a 40 lakh CTC guy of 5 each? What helps?
See, both are very contextual. I believe in a player of 40 lakhs. If you look at that level, then nobody would have been hired CEOs. They could have hired by CEOs money. You could have hired 10 different managers. But will that serve the purpose? Answer is no. LSG and every other team who has bid for Rishabh Pant knows his capability. Yeah? He has a proven cricketer, so he can own the trophies for you. So I don't think that
Last year, 12 matches
LSG
he
has
failed.
done
12
a wrong thing.
matches he failed, Kunal. Kunal, 12 matches he failed last year.
Could be,
12 out of the 14.
could
12
be.
matches,
I'm not saying.
120
I'm
score.
saying. I'm a player can have a bad tournament. It's not so easy. So easy to score runs in every matches. So my sincere request would be to have patience. Rishabh Pant will come back, and I would definitely pick up Rishabh Pant any point of time. It's not about 27 crores or 22 crores. It's about the person who definitely value that particular deal from that particular franchise. But he's a good bet. It's a good bet. Of course, he's a match winner. He's an impact player.
So you were saying at 24 crore, 5 crores, you pick up Pant, or you don't let him go and pick up a 5 crore, say Vasindu Ramanka or a lesser known player at 4, 5 crores. So you will give him anytime you will go for a high range player like him.
No, I have not planned to. I didn't have a plan to buy Rishabh Pant at 27. So when there's a negotiation on the table, he reached out to that point. So and you didn't have a wicket-keeper batsman at LSG. Nicholas Puran
Correct.
was there, but Nicholas Puran didn't keep
Yes.
wickets as of now. So
Correct.
that's that. So he needs they need a badly one dedicated player.
This good debate point, but
Definitely.
then what you are saying is, I mean, correlation to your HR, you will pick up an expensive CEO rather than going for 5 mid-level guys.
Of course, yes.
Debatable, very debatable. Okay. A little bit of Sudip on the DC. I mean, the first 4 wickets gone, we were discussing that DC will lose. Last year, I put my punt on them and they won 6 consecutive matches. Abhishek Porel was firing and then they lost 6 and went off. They, I think, finished 7th or 8th. Akshar Patel bowled well. Do you think this time they are going to win? Because they have a very strong
Yeah,
team.
very, very. And
Very
Delhi
strong bowling,
Capitals,
extremely
Delhi
strong bowling, I can
Capitals,
see there.
along with RCB Bangalore, are one of the
And RR,
most
and RR.
balanced, most RR, one of the most balanced
yes.
teams in the tournament.
Correct.
They're both
Correct.
batting and bowling. Both are very
Yeah.
strong. With
Very strong.
absolutely top class performers, and they are definitely one of the contenders to win this year.
At least qualify for playoff. I think DC looks good to qualify.
And you just see from 26 for 4, they recovered. So this is the
Yes.
kind of,
Correct.
so it just shows the depth in the batting order. And you see, David Miller did not get the chance to bat. Just
Exactly. That is what I was coming to. Ritraj Nigam, David Miller, not even a chance. The bowling is actually Lungi, Aksar, Natarajan, Kuldeep, and Mukesh. They're all match-winning bowlers in T20. It's very, very strong bowling.
Aksar Patel, of course.
Aksar Patel.
With 4 very crucial overs he bowled.
And last year they phased off. After the first 6 matches, they tapered off. I remember very
And
well.
also
But
Kuldeep
Akshar's
Yadav.
captaincy was-
Kuldeep Yadav.
Yes.
Kuldeep
And
Yadav
Kuldeep is
also
having
there.
an off form. Huh? Kuldeep is having an off
Yeah.
form.
But he still picked up 2 wickets, in the last match.
Yes, I think KL Rahul, Nitish Rana, they are very, very important, as well as Akshar
And
Patel and
remember this,
Stubbs.
the Sri Lankan opener, Nisaka, he's one of the leading
Nisaka,
scorers.
correct, right.
He's one of the leading
Pratham
batsmen
Nissanka
nowadays in world cricket.
in the world, correct. He's one of the leading
So it's a
world
very,
cricket.
very
Correct.
balanced team, very strong
We will
team.
discuss DC. We have some couple of matches going forward also. We'll review them.
Yeah.
I think with that, we draw an end to the first part of the review. Thank you both, Sudip and Kunal.